So for whatever reason, you suddenly just run at him, and he moves out of the way, leading you to fall overboard into the water.
What?
And do you know how to swim?
Do I swim?
Yeah, can you swim?
Can I swim?
I'm
I swim a
I'm
little.
not asking stat-wise, I'm asking character-wise.
I can swim a little.
A little. Can you float on your back?
I hope so.
Okay, I think with a fumble, as you fall off of the boat, you hit your head against the side of it. And you can take 1d3 damage.
Hey.
1d3? That doesn't exist.
I don't.
Yeah, it does. You just /roll 1d3.
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
it's not gonna be fun.
You take
And I
3
take
damage.
3 damage.
It's dead.
I died.
He died, bro.
That's classic Tucker.
You have 11 hit points, so you're going down to 8.
Alright. Well, I pull him back up, like swiftly, because I'm just so big and manly, and I set him back down, and I hand him a small bottle of whiskey from my coat for the pain, and then I just go back to drinking on my own.
And I yell at
Say
Ted
anything to him?
to control them.
I don't think I could think of anything to say. I think what happened said everything.
Ted, control them and take care of stupid.
Why is that gotta fall to me? I just been
'cause-
sitting here watching.
Look, I don't know those two guys, and they came with you.
Okay, well, that's a good fucking point. Is Dorf like in the water, or is he like in the
No,
boat bleeding?
pulled him
He's been pulled out of the water by Jeb at this point.
All right.
Jeb sort of just reached over the side of the boat, grabbed him with one hand and pulled him up, then placed him on the floor. You see that Jorf has a scratch against his head that's bleeding.
All right, I'm busting out my first aid. I also bring on the boat from my motorcycle that I do keep in the sidecar as well. My first aid supplies, scalpels, saws for cutting off arms, and also bandage. All right.
The
Do I roll
knives
for
you're so
first aid,
fond
or
of.
do I just? Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to do first aid or do you want to do medicine?
All right, well, I'll roll for medicine. All right.
Okay, so
All right, I'm gonna walk up to him. Dude, your head's bleeding, bud. I got some gauze, and I just give him a little wrap around a couple times to stop the bleeding. And also, is there disinfectant
No, it's,
in the 1920s?
Called alcohol.
Yeah. I have alcohol. I dumped some alcohol on his head too before I do it.
Am I conscious?
yeah, you're conscious. You're just a little bit stunned. You had blood coming off of your forehead a bit.
Did I recover any health?
Yeah, so I'm just looking up quickly how much you'll recover.
Okay, I'm debating whether if I'm gonna do a little fishing, or if I'm gonna try to build a meth lab on the boat.
you should definitely
can-
do some resting.
Resting?
You can recover 1d3.
Okay, I can recover 1d3. I rolled the d3.
You are Ted,
Or wait,
whoever.
either one.
I'll do it. I'll roll.
/roll 1d3.
Or both of them. Whoever gets better. Oh.
Oh,
Okay, you recover 1 hit point.
all right. The alcohol was actually had some backwash in it from Jeb.
So it was actually kind of poisonous.
A little
Okay.
bit. Healed. It did disinfect a little bit, but
Can I?
It wasn't that big of a wound, so the bleeding's stopped now, but it stings a bit yet.
Can I, with whatever supplies I can find on the boat, or that we've loaded up, or in his med kit, like synthesize fucking meth or something to recover more health? I got
What?
chemistry, bro.
You're looking at.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
You can do that. No,
resting.
my medical supplies. you're. Well, I don't understand why you're looking for meth. Like you have a cut on your head, and I disinfected it and wrapped it up, and you're like, I need meth to get better.
Um, if you want to make me a roll with extreme difficulty, you can attempt to scrounge up some things from the boat.
Okay.
The fishing net.
Extreme difficulty.
So, some scales.
What a
a
what am
buoy.
I scrounging?
Well, roll chemistry to see how successful you are at finding things, and then I'll describe what you find.
Okay.
Chemistry's 1, right?
No, it's 75.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you find
You got a lot of
you
chemistry.
find a couple of various, chemicals for cleaning and a couple stashed away bottles of alcohol, but nothing remotely that you could use to manufacture meth, let alone the equipment.
Yo, Jorf, are you okay, man?
No.
You have a concussion, dude?
I do.
All right. How about Jorf? Would you like a healing juice? So I'm gonna make him a cough syrup, like one of those bottles that we saw before from the 20s. Fucking it's got cocaine, it's got weed, it's got whiskey, it's got cough syrup, it's got all
Lean?
that fucking shit in there, and it's the lean from the 20s. Yeah, the lean from the 20s. I'm gonna cook some up
Did I
for
quit
him,
it? Fuck.
which I already have. Well, I just have some. That's just part of my medical supplies, man. And I'm just gonna mix it with a bunch of just
Well, so what I'm
whiskey
going to say is
and
that
feed it to
you
him.
already did a medicine check, so you can't just keep doing them until you get him more and more healed. But you...
I don't want to heal him. I want to knock his ass
Yeah.
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're putting him
But
in
he
food.
sleeps. Yeah, and I'm not
Okay.
trying to heal him.
Okay, I was a bit unclear on that. Okay.
I'm trying to put him to sleep.
I mean, you look in your medical bag, and you do have some chloroform.
I'm gonna start the boat while he's giving our patient.
Yeah. Start the
Can
boat
you
up.
just pour it on a rag and literally you could probably just be like, "Hey, Jorf, smell this. Smell this real hard."
Yeah,
What does
that's
it
what
smell like?
that's what I want. This is a filter to filter out the harsh alien
Hate
air
aliens. Fuck.
in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna filter
Aliens
out the
Okay, I
are
actually
pollutants.
got
Give
a...
that to me. I grab it immediately and stuff it in my face.
All right.
Can I roll Constitution that it does
Deep
anything?
breaths.
Sure, you can roll a Constitution check.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
You pass out so quickly that they're barely able to catch you before you fall and hit your head. They do manage to, so it's fine. But they lay you on the bench seating, which takes up a bit of the space that was free. But fortunately, there is enough space for everyone, and you're ready to get going if you so choose.
Yes, let us.
Oh. Who's driving now? Is it
Yeah,
Harold?
does anyone else have boating experience?
No. I think Harold.
You've asked me, mateys. Land ho! And then I start the boat forward. We start inching forward.
I get really excited. Because I love pirates.
The first hour of the journey is fairly uneventful, but the river does become slightly narrower, so if you would like to roll me a
Boat check.
piloting check, yeah, with boating.
Do I get bonus because of book?
Advantage.
Sure, you can have a bonus die.
Did it help? No.
It was a fail.
I do
Now-
have geology, so I could survey the land if need be from the boat.
Like stand on the
Yeah,
on the bow and just
that looks like the rocks.
put your hand over your eyebrows like you're shielding the sun and just
Unfortunate, I'm unconscious. I had navigating.
So, I mean, about an hour has passed at this point, and you're probably waking up about now, but
yeah, I
sure,
think so.
if you want to roll geology to try and give him more information, you could. But I think failing the piloting roll, it's not going to mean you're going to crash the boat. It's just going to take you longer to get there.
Okay. Then yeah, we're good.
Because
Boat
you're going more
exploded.
slowly in order to ensure that you're able to actually navigate through the waters.
Okay, I thought we were.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
It was
I was
like
like,
a
fuck.
fail.
Yeah, I thought we were swimming. Yeah,
Yeah. Had
Oh, thank
you
God.
an hour in.
had you driven to Blackwater Creek, you would have had either a driving or a navigation roll, and failing that just would have meant it would have taken longer.
We wouldn't have crashed.
For instance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what time would it have been about when you left? You were planning on meeting
Probably
at
8.
like 8. So it's going to
Yeah.
still take, with the failed roll, probably. Let's say it does still cut some time over taking the car, and it took 5 hours to get there. So you're heading up the river, and you do see a slight problem in that you don't know that there will actually be any indications of where Blackwater Creek is. It's not like you have GPS in the 1920s.
Hmm.
So you do also have to stop a bit from time to time at whatever little towns you can find to ask people how far Blackwater Creek is. The next time you go to stop somewhere, because you see people who might be able to help direct you, there's a small shack, and there's a man fishing at this shack. Also, at this point, I would like everyone to make a power roll.
What kind of
What
roll?
roll?
Power?
Power, P-O-W.
I am a POW.
Power.
I got a big
Where's
one.
that?
It's in your attributes. It's at the top.
It's at the top.
I got a
on
large
your main
number.
one.
I got the biggest number probably.
Oh boy. I gotta.
Wow, Dwarf is powerful.
Fuck!
Oh my god, he beat me that one.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
wow, so 2 of you fumbled it. Luckily, I mean, it's not going to.
What is this for now?
Okay, so that's what I'm about to explain. Those of you who pass,
Okay.
you don't notice anything change. But those of you who fail it, as you come into view of this shack, you start hearing this pulsing. Just at the very edge of your senses, there's just this sound of pulsing, almost like a heartbeat, perhaps, that comes a little bit less than every minute. It's barely discernible, but it's there, and it wasn't before.
Okay.
Would I recognize this from my past experience that I'm, would I have experienced anything similar? Or is this just gonna make me tweak out?
It's probably, you don't recognize it, but it might put you a bit more on edge than if you didn't recognize it, especially considering you fumbled it. You do have some past experience with some pretty bad things. So yeah, you're probably going to get a little bit more paranoid about this pulsing. And as you approach the shore, where this fisherman is now waving at you excitedly, he's in his 60s, it looks like, maybe 70s even. You notice it just is a sort of at the very edge of your hearing, this pulsing sound in and out every 40 seconds or so.
Only the characters that failed hear that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, Jeb, Ted, and Harold all hear it.
Mhm.
It's like,
Hey, you guys fucking feel that?
No.
You hear that?
Someone's pounding
I-
a drum.
I think my head's not right, Doc.
Someone's pounding a drum over there, I
The
think.
It's not like it doesn't sound like it's coming from any direction. It just sounds like
Wait, we're surrounded.
it's in my
We're
head.
surrounded.
I listen.
I listen.
I didn't hear it. I try to listen. Can I
Nothing.
listen?
I don't hear nothing, bro.
You guys don't hear that?
No.
Maybe we changed altitude.
as you take
Yeah.
the boat closer to the shore, you can start to make out the man. You're definitely right. He's in his 70s, roughly, it looks like. The structure that's next to him is extremely rough. It looks like a very amateurishly made shack.
Can
Yeah.
I recognize the shack or the area from any of the documents we looked at when we were researching Cade's Rest?
No, so Cade's Rest itself is only even a legend. Nobody knows where it existed for certain, or if it still has any sort of
Cade's Rest,
structures.
or what is it called?
Blackwater Creek. Blackwater
Yeah.
Creek is the small town that Professor Rhodes believed to be the site of Cade's Rest.
Yeah.
So,
go ahead.
looking at it, you can tell it doesn't look like it would be even on a local map of structures if those existed. Although you have a feeling this town probably doesn't even have that, because it looks very much like the type of thing that someone put up on land that isn't theirs because they don't have anywhere to live. It's just made with random bits of wood and like corrugated panels. It's entirely ramshackle. You'd assume it probably, is something that was built fairly recently as well.
Okay.
You notice that the man is very thin and raggedly dressed. He looks about 70, but he kind of looks even older than that, even though you have a feeling he's about 70.
I tell my party members, I don't know that guy, and we're not even close, so let's keep going.
He's waving excitedly at you with... Next to him, there's a rod in the ground and a bunch of fish hanging from it.
A what hanging?
Fish.
Oh, okay.
That he's caught.
Wow, look at him go.
I get up and I say ahoy, tentatively, a little nervously because of the fucking
Well,
pounding,
hey
my
there!
blood pressure pounding.
Want some fish?
How are
Want some
you?
fish? Now,
Yeah.
you almost feel like you recognize this man, Jeb.
Ask him if he hears
Oh.
it, Jeb.
Hey, do you hear something around here? It's sort of like pounding.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but why don't you come pull your boat up here?
Do we pull the boat up?
I don't know if we should pull the boat. Do we need fish?
I
Do we need
trust this
fish?
guy. I'm starving. What kind of food do
Alright.
we have on the boat? What do we take with us except alcohol? But we
We
just
only
been
need
drinking
alcohol.
alcohol this
What do you
whole
mean?
time.
It has
What's your
calories in
called
it.
dinner?
I'm starting to get the shakes. I probably do need a fish or
Alright.
two.
Yeah, Jeb eats everything in sight. Let's see if we can buy some fish.
You know how hard it is for me to pull up this boat next to anything?
Let's go dock. Let's go dock. Let's
just
go try
park.
it out.
Just it's not your
You're
boat.
right, you're right. I'll just ram it straight in.
Like that guy's getting it
You-
back anyways.
You have a feeling that you might be able to tie a rope from the boat to one of the rods in the ground by his shack.
Alright, I'll pull up next to that then.
All right, so you pull the boat up alongside. He helps you anchor it to the land, and you drop an anchor in the water as well. It seems fairly well secured.
All right.
How much
Alright.
for a fish?
Guy knows what he's doing.
I say. So what kind of fishing is there around here? Who are you? First, I say, who are you first?
I'm Hector Winnie. You know Hector Winnie.
Oh.
He's your uncle.
Oh.
You've not seen him in 20 years.
Shit.
He would not recognize you. You were a teenager when you last saw him. And you're from Dunwich, which is 6
what was
miles
his
away.
name?
So at some point, he must have moved out here to Blackwater Creek. His name is Hector Winnie.
I say, Uncle Hector. Is that really you?
Jeb?
Yep, that's me.
It's Mad Jeb now.
It's Mad Jeb now.
They call me that too.
I always knew
What
it
are you
like
doing
you.
out here, son?
We're sailing on up to Blackwater Creek to go check out on somebody. Just passing
This
by.
is Blackwater Creek, son.
We're in Blackwater Creek.
Yeah, it's just... And he points behind him. It's just past these fields. And you can see some buildings in the distance that sort of look like they make up a very small town square.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Uncle,
You want to buy some fish?
we are a little famished.
Oh,
I will not
hey,
lie.
your family. What are you doing here?
What are we doing here?
Oh,
What are you doing here in this horrible
We're looking
town?
for something, man.
ask him about freaking
The guy, the roads.
road.
Guy with one
One-legged man.
leg
We're
or
looking-
arm.
We're looking for a one-legged man by the name of Rhodes.
Well, professor who was here a few months back.
Yeah. We know where he is.
I thought he left town with the rest of
Spell
them.
of trouble. Up there in town
No,
with
I
the
thought
rest
he
of them?
left town, son. I
He
thought
left?
so. I've not seen him in months.
Where the hell he go?
I don't go into town often. It's I don't like it around here. When you leave, can you take me with you? Maybe let me crash on your couch.
What are your marketable skills?
Give me your resume.
Imagine what are your marketable skills?
Uncle.
Well, fish to survive.
Uncle.
These fish
All
are the
right,
best
well,
food
if
in
you can
town,
keep fishing for us, keep us fed.
especially lately.
If you can keep fishing for us, yeah, fucking yeah.
Keep us fed,
Hell yeah.
and we'll take you
Hey,
back.
what kind of fish? What kind of fish we got?
Well, you tell me, what type of fish are here?
It's probably trout.
Yeah,
It's gotta
I've
be
got a
trout.
nice big row of trout here.
Bass.
You got rainbow trout,
Bass Pro
bass.
Fisher.
In the south?
It's Massachusetts.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
Massachusetts, not the South.
Massachusetts.
Oh, this is Massachusetts. Yeah, you're right. And we need it. The accent's all wrong.
It's extremely rural Massachusetts.
Fair enough. Those northern yokels, they talk more like this and shit like that. They're more like timid, like
Well, son, I can only do so many voices and keep them somewhat consistent.
Yeah, it's really hard.
I've got a lot of characters to go yet, you see.
yeah, fair enough. Doing better than Josh so far.
Jorf?
What?
No.
Yeah. So how much for a fish?
All right. Well, yeah.
Oh
how
wait,
we're
yeah.
taking
Actually,
the fish.
yeah. We'll give you a ride
Oh.
back if you just keep us fed.
All right, can we go back now?
Can we do what?
Well,
No,
but-
pal.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking for that guy. Remember, you
Yeah.
can't go
The
back
tr-
now.
I say trouble is, Uncle, and I put my arm, my hand on his shoulder, like lovingly, even though he's probably much smaller than me, and just weaker in general. I'm not
You
trying to be
you probably
intimidating.
broke.
I'm like trying to, I'm gonna say we need to find this man. It's a little troubling that he hasn't showed up back home. If you say he left here, so we need to find out now where he's gone to, because he may be in some real trouble. And you can come along for the ride and keep us fed and everything, and you get a little adventure. Maybe get some meat on you. You fucking string bean over here, just sitting in a fucking shack. I guess it's better than staying here. So just tell us where he went and come with us, please.
Now you notice he's got the smell of whiskey on his breath, and his hands are shaking a fair bit.
Same.
Ditto.
Literally me.
Yeah,
They are family.
he is my uncle.
Well, son, you got any whiskey? The whiskey they sell around here is no good anymore.
We got a shit ton, and I'm shacked up with a bartender.
Yeah, I got some whiskey for
Oh,
you,
yeah.
pal.
Give me a bottle.
Give us some food.
Hey,
Hey,
I'll give you
yeah,
glass on a
trade all
glass by
these trots
glass
for a bottle of
basis,
whiskey.
man. Actually, you know what? I got plenty, pal. Here you go. I throw him a bottle of my cheapest
Oh.
whiskey I brought with me.
He
The one you
just
made.
tears open the cap and drinks it down greedily. He finishes the entire bottle.
Well, all right then. That's
Oh,
all you-
thank you for that. That's the
runs
good
in the
stuff.
family, eh?
So, how can I help
Alright.
you? Do you want to know anything? This
Where did that professor go?
I don't go into town much anymore, especially recently. There's something wrong with that town, but
What's wrong with the
he-
town?
What's wrong
What's
with
wrong
the
with the
town?
town?
What's wrong with the town?
Well,
What's wrong with the town?
Why is the town in a twist?
well, you see, I used to go into town, but last time I went into that church, the sheriff Sprouston was leading the congregation, and I don't really remember much of it, but it frightened me something serious. I'm telling you that, boy. Eh,
What frightened you about it?
Terrified of the town.
I don't even remember during it, but Sprouston kept talking about his mother and how she lives in the hills, and how he has plans for the town.
What does that have to do with the Lord?
See, that's what I'm saying, son. I mean,
I
and the look that was in Sprouston's eyes was I've never seen anything like it, I swear. And that same look's been in so many of the eyes when I've gone in there. I've stopped going into town mostly. I try to avoid it. All I remember is he was talking about his mother a lot and how she lived in the hills or some such nonsense.
His
You ever go to
mother?
those hills?
Yeah, could you point us the way to these hills?
Yeah, certainly. They're on the other side of town, back quite a ways behind the forest. There's a lot of hills in this area, but like he points you in the vague direction of where he's talking about. So, do you know anything about Blackwater Creek even?
I
No.
know we're there.
Hey, we don't know very much, man. We just know that somebody was digging something here or something.
I feel like I would know about
Um,
Blackwater Creek. Just I live
Yeah,
6 miles
actually-
away.
You probably have some vague knowledge of Blackwater Creek, but what did you say, Tucker?
Oh, does Dune want to show him the amulet and ask him, have you seen anything like that?
Or is he seasick?
Dune's dead.
Might be.
I think we take it off his person. Wow, he's-
It's Dakota Jones is passed
Mhm,
out
mhm.
in the boat.
I say to our fisherman, "One moment, please." And I run to the boat and I take the amulet and I say, "You ever see anything like this? Any of these kind of doohickeys?"
Well, no, I can't say I ever have. Pretty, though.
Mm.
Good. Don't touch one if you ever see one.
All right.
I'm saving you a lot of trouble.
So, how long you planning on staying in town for?
Till we find our one-legged man.
Okay, in that case, you'll probably want to find a place to sleep, huh?
We got one, the boat.
I think we sleep on the boat. It's free lodging. We don't have to be near any
It's
of
getting
these scary ass
it's getting
people.
cold this time of year, son. I can tell you though, there are some people in town who are good folk. Not many of them, but there are a few.
How can you tell the
Uh,
difference?
I got any examples? Who can we talk to?
Yeah,
Skin
so
color.
in the town square itself, there's the widow Hawkins. She runs the school, but come to think of it, I've not seen her in a long time. But there's also the Jarvies. The professor actually stayed with them along with the students that he was with. The Jarvies are good people.
Can you
they have
point us
a-
in that direction?
Yeah, they have a farm just down the road from town.
Alright.
In the town itself, there's only a few buildings in the town center. I could give you a map of the area if you want it.
That would be
Yeah,
cool.
we'd love that.
Do you have a pen and a piece of paper?
Yeah,
A pan? What do you take us for, rich folk?
I go to school. And I teach at it.
Yeah, fair. That's true.
He takes the pen and the piece of paper, and his hands are shaking quite a bit while he's drawing it, but he does draw you a map. And there it is.
What is this? Stay
Wait.
away.
Oh, you have to
The-
go.
Those are the Carmodies. I would not go there. They're violent. They've shoved me around. And,
Well, I got a shotgun.
they've got a lot of men, son. And I don't even know if I should tell you this.
And are we at the dry creek bed?
No, we're at the Miskatonic, right?
Yeah. Like,
So
what part?
you're at you see the dry creek bed? You're
Yeah.
to the left of it, right up by the Miskatonic River.
Okay.
So you are on the side of the town. So there's the town square. It's not got many buildings. The Jarvies are up to the north. And I think the professor's dig site that they had been working on was just outside town to the west.
Hey, let me ask you something, pal. Does the Comedy Brothers mean anything to you?
Yeah,
that's
I was
the
just
farm.
saying, stay away from them. That's the area. I marked that off for you. I would not go near them.
Right. Thanks.
I don't know if I should tell you this.
We can take it.
Tell us.
Yeah.
No,
No, you should.
it's dangerous though. They're dangerous folk. I don't know if I can tell you.
I'm dangerous.
I say
No,
you can tell us.
Please tell me.
And I use fast talk.
So actually say what you're going to say.
No, I like an aggressive tone. Like I say, yes, you can tell us. Tell us now.
You use a Jedi mind trick on him?
Yeah, from what I read, that's what fast talk is. It's just Jedi mind trick.
Fast talk is like what a con artist would kind of use, sort of like trying to really quickly convince
lying.
someone. Yeah.
Jorf's
What
whole
you
life
described
is a
sounds a
con.
little bit more like intimidation,
Mm-hmm.
like trying to force him to talk.
Dr. Jones walks out of the bathroom, by the way.
Hey.
Hey.
You
No,
weren't
it's
in the
past on- I
bathroom. You were
wake up
passed the
now.
fuck
No,
out in the boat.
So Professor Jones wakes up.
Alright.
He goes over to the side of the boat and he pisses into the river, and then he walks back up. No, he doesn't do that unless you say he does that. But
Hey, welcome back.
Okay, then I intimidate.
okay, you're rolling intimidate, and I think you can. Oh, let's see
Is
here.
just gonna intimidate your uncle, Jeb?
Wait, did I actually pass?
Uh,
Oh,
no, you
no.
didn't.
No,
okay.
I was going to say that you can have advantage, so if you want to re-roll it, you can, because you're with his nephew.
Okay.
Yikes.
my intimidate's 15.
He's
They're-
not very intimidating.
They've.
No, I'm a moist man.
I think they broke my ribs once. I don't think I can tell you.
Uncle,
Yeah.
I've got a shotgun with me. I can protect you is if you have to tell me something.
And then I
Nobody's
pull
gonna
out my
come
two
after you.
guns.
Please.
There's.
I got two
Yeah.
guns.
And this guy's got 2 guns.
They've got like half a dozen men at least, though. At
That's
least
good
8
info.
on the farm.
Yeah, are they here right now?
No, they're on the farm.
Well, then no shit, buddy. You can tell us in confidence and not have to worry about
Okay.
them hearing.
Even though you're not intimidating him, you're giving off an intimidating vibe towards the Carmodies. So roll an intimidate.
All right.
Yikes.
So
damn.
you can either push the roll, or you can spend 2 luck permanently to bring it down to a success.
How
So-
do I
He's
push the
rolling.
roll? Can I push
No,
it?
so you have to describe how you're upping the
Oh, yeah.
stakes.
Yeah.
And so
I say okay. Well, so
one thing you could do here, for instance,
um,
is like actually show him your trench gun and like pump it, or something like
yeah,
that.
I'm gonna pump it and fire off a
No,
shot
no,
into
no,
the
no,
air.
we're here.
No,
Pick him up. Pick
nah,
him up
nah,
with
nah,
one
I'm gonna-
hand.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
pump it.
Throw him into the water.
Grab him by his neck. Pick him up.
No, it's my uncle.
I'll show him.
This is my.
God.
I'm gonna brandish the gun and try.
Can I tell him?
strike it.
Wait. Can
threatening party.
Can I barter? Can I tell him I'll give him more whiskey
Oh,
if
well,
he
okay, fine. I'll tell you. The Carmodies, they're making the whiskey around here these days, and that whiskey, it's something foul. I tried it once. I couldn't stomach it. I could not stomach that one bit.
What do you think of my other whiskey I gave?
Oh,
gave you?
that was good
The
whiskey.
stuff?
This whiskey, though, I've never tasted anything like it.
All right.
Evil whiskey.
What are we trying to get out of this guy again?
The information about what the Carmodies were doing and why they're dangerous. So
Carmody.
Carmody
what
brothers?
you just got from them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why are they so dangerous? You'll keep you drunk. Just fucking tell us.
Because they're making that whiskey, son.
They're dangerous because they're making whiskey?
Yeah. They don't want anyone near that operation. Because they're making sure that nobody interferes with it, steals it, no police come by.
They got a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, it's selling pretty good around here, and I don't really know much about it, but they seem to be making more than I can believe that farm is even able to.
Hey Ted, you know that second story to the bar you always wanted to add but never had the money.
Yeah.
This might be a way to get it.
Oh boy. Finally turn that attic into something nice.
Oh, I'm telling you, there is nothing good when it comes to that whiskey.
You got
they-
it. You got
So they're
Onion?
dangerous because
They used to make decent whiskey, mind you, but last few months those batches have been the most horrible thing I have tasted in my life.
Do you have a bottle to show us?
Yeah. He goes toward his little improvised shack and pulls out a glass bottle with a small label that says Carmody Brothers across it.
Could I borrow that bottle and do some tests on it?
Yeah, go for it, Sonny.
Correct.
Jorf, drink
I'm not
this.
drinking
Drink it.
Okay, I take
Drink
a
it,
swig.
Jorf.
Oh my god.
There's none
it like?
actually in it. It's an
First
empty
thing he does
bottle,
is
and
like-
all of the whiskey
Oh.
that was in it has evaporated. There's not even a lid on it anymore.
Not even like residue in there?
Not enough residue to actually come out of the bottle. Like you can still smell it, but
Mhm.
there's no drops within it anymore.
what does
What
it smell like?
With
So
Can I smell it? I'm
Sure.
the bartender.
whoever wants to smell it can.
Alright,
So
I'll
you,
smell it. I'll smell it. Take a big ol' whiff.
so you grab the bottle from him, smell the whiskey, and you've never smelled whiskey like this. It's like a very sickly sweet fruit smell.
And they call this whiskey?
Yeah. The last few months they've been making
Yeah,
this
we're a-
stuff. Their old whiskey was better.
Can I recognize the chemical from the smell? Do I gotta
It's
your
ethyl.
nose?
Give me a chemistry roll.
Hell yeah. I sniff all my chemistry experiments.
Snort them?
Yeah.
What's the best
That's how you know
idea?
if they're good or not.
Okay, so you smell the whiskey and you see what they're saying when they say this is not how you would expect whiskey to smell.
Yeah.
It's like cider.
What does it smell like?
So yeah, it's got this sort of smell of rotting fruit, and past that, there's even almost like a rotting meat smell to it, but that doesn't seem right. Why would whiskey have that sort of smell? Then again, why would it have the smell of rotting fruit?
How peculiar.
It's a strange enough thing that what you can tell is it's not at all supposed to smell like this. You've never smelled a whiskey like this before. You can't tell what it is, actually, but
Yeah.
you can tell it's not normal.
I got rotting fruit and rotting meat.
And I don't think that Ted smelled the rotting meat, or the smell that seemed like rotting meat. He
No,
only
I did
smelled the
not.
fruit.
Just smelled bad.
With your experience in chemistry, you were able to kind of pick up on notes from the scent a bit more. Even so, you can't know for certain that's what it actually was. It just reminds you of that.
Yummy. I wish there was some more.
Well, I guess we head up to
We should walk into town. You got any transportation?
your
buddy?
horses.
He looks around.
That isn't a boat.
I can watch your boat for you, but I don't exactly have the best living environment. And he turns around and looks at his little shack that's falling apart. Very ramshackle, put together construction.
Can we trust this guy to watch our boat?
I mean, yeah.
Uncle, you wouldn't
trustworthy.
fuck me over, would you? Would you
Actually-
fuck me over?
Actually, not really. I mean, all my booze is on this.
Is there a
boat, man.
roll that we can do that's like a vibe check? Because in D&D it's like insight, like to see if they're lying to you.
Psychology lets you see someone's motives, for
Intentions.
instance, and
Yeah.
kind of
Like
read
the-
people.
Who's psychology? Who
I got
Yeah.
46.
is this guy genuine?
Psychology.
What's his vibe?
All right, I'll roll. Let's see what this guy's up to, huh?
Got no clue.
You don't
Oh boy. It's a hard book to read, man. I don't know.
Push
No,
the
you-
roll, push the roll.
Yeah, so you're
All right.
you're looking
How
at
do I-
this guy, and he's slightly drunk. He's extremely downtrodden. He's obviously lived a very unfortunate life the last several years at least. You can't really tell what's going on. If you want to somehow actually increase your examination of him beyond just kind of looking at him and judging him, you can describe how you do that, and you can push the roll in that case.
Oh boy. I don't know how I do that.
Shake his hand, stare into his soul.
like- Yeah. So listen, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna look him in the eye. I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna say, "Listen, buddy, we're really gonna need you to watch over this boat." And then I'm gonna ask him if he can handle it. And yeah. And then I'm gonna see what he says. Is it the same roll?
Yeah, roll for it.
Hey.
All right.
So, you do this, and he shakes your hand. His hand is shaking somewhat because of the alcohol abuse, but he seems to be honest. He seems desperate more than anything, so you don't think he's going to try and screw you over. And plus, his nephew's here, who's not seen in 20
Yeah.
years.
True. All right. I trust you, man. I think we could trust this
I will
guy.
watch this boat for you.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Hold on. First thing, I gotta hit the boat just for 1 second. I gotta grab something, and I hide all the alcohol.
All right, you do that.
All right, I got it. And then I
tarps.
put some first some gauze and a bottle of alcohol like in my shirt, my pocket and stuff. So I have a little bit of stuff ready in case we need it, like alcohol and gauze.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to go? Walk up this
Yes.
dry creek bed.
Yes.
And I march upwards.
Left foot, right foot, left
Just like
foot.